Hey everybody, so here's my little take on this. If you're tied into the Florida fishing community, then you've already seen the news. This is not something new, you can just scroll on past. But this is for my followers that may not be aware. I wanted to provide some insight on what's going on and awareness, because it's completely unfair and unbelievable. So in Florida in the southeast, in the Atlantic side ocean, red snapper's been closed down and to less than or barely 2 days of fishing per year for the past 5 years. At one point, the fishery had really taken a dive, but it has rebounded incredibly, and to the point that when we go fishing and fishing for bottom fish, we have a hard time catching something other than red snapper. It's wild. And there's so many red snapper out there. There's plenty of fish to catch, plenty for the commercial fishery as well as the recreational fishery. And this was going to open up and allow a recreational fisherman to collect and harvest some red snapper, one of my favorite fish to eat. So the season was supposed to be opened up today, and last night, a federal judge put out an injunction that stopped this fishing season completely. So, and what's crazy is it's not from activists, it's not from, the right or the left side stopping this. What it is actually commercial fisheries that filed an injunction to stop this from happening. The reason being, they feel they're not going to be able to sell as much red snapper. It's just mind-boggling to me. I can't imagine the hurt and financial burden this has put on all the charter captains that probably had 2 and 3 day charters scheduled and booked up for this 39-day season, and now they're just hands held high. They've probably bought all this bait and ice and fuel and are ready to go this morning. And last night, later in the evening, the news came out and broke that it was shut down. You can't go collect and harvest red snapper in federal waters. So FWC is even behind this, that wants us to be able to go collect and harvest red snapper. Check out their social media channel. It's fantastic. And, they're like, come and take it. So, but it's unbelievable. I want to shout, basically bring acknowledgement to the people that named in the lawsuit that actually filed this lawsuit. So there's the Southeastern Fisheries Association out of Panama City, Florida, Slash Creek Waterworks out of Hatteras, North Carolina, Antonio Gambanco out of Titusville, Florida, Avon Seafood out of Hatteras, North Carolina, J. Ryan Speckman out of Riley, North Carolina, Strawberry at Atlantic Beach, North Carolina, along with the Ocean Conservatory and Environmental Defense Fund. They're the ones that filed this lawsuit, and a federal judge granted this injunction, just halting the snapper season in the 11th hour. It blew my mind. I was so excited. We were going fishing. We were going to fight the conditions and get out there and harvest our red snapper today. I don't normally take days off work, but I took the day off and planned to be out there fishing today. And sadly, now I'm back in the office getting some work done. But I just wanted to bring some awareness for those that are unaware of what's going on. Check the news. Write to your congressman. I know our Florida congressmen and representatives and governor are fighting. Even the FWC is on our side here and wants us to be able to go collect and harvest red snapper as a recreational fisherman. But I feel so bad for the bait shops, the marinas, all those people that were geared up, ready to go, probably invested a lot of money and time, are now standing around with their having to sit on their hands, nothing they can do but take it on the chin. Thanks to these commercial fisheries. So bring awareness to that. You can choose where you spend your money. If you choose to boycott buying red snapper, that's on you. I'm not going to say one way or the other, but that's something you can do if you want to fight for the rights of the recreational fishermen here in Florida and through the Southeast, anybody that's going to be affected by this injunction. But hope that helps. Bring some insight on what's going on, and make sure to give me a follow from our insights. And when this season does open up, I will be posting some pretty awesome red snapper fishing content. See you soon. Have a great day.